Woo, so y'all phone's been blowing up since the Dame Dash interview in live?
Not really.
Mine has.
Man, people been asking me, why you didn't say nothing? Man, I didn't know what to say.
He said.
I think he said everything.
He said enough.
I got a text or two.
Yeah. So going back to the interview, when I say my phone has been blowing up, so there have been a few different things that people have been reaching out to me to clarify. So there was a part of the interview. Well, first of all, the whole bankruptcy conversation. I mean, we know that the filings are there. The filing that I had in the room was actually filed that morning, and I got that. But the attorney, Chris Brown, not the singer, the attorney.
Thank you, girl, because I called him yesterday.
Oh my God.
Why do you owe Dame? I mean, why are you suing Dame? But go ahead.
Dame literally just started calling me. Let me text him and see if there's something. So that attorney basically hit me and said that, you know, whatever was said in this room in pertaining to money, the bankruptcy itself, all those things can and will be used in court, because they're going back and forth right now. And their thing is, they're saying that Dame has filed for this bankruptcy fraudulently because he has more than what he's saying he has, and he's able to pay these debts. He doesn't need the help of bankruptcy to get out of these things. So they will be watching the interview in full context to see what they can add to what they've already filed.
So he wasn't even supposed to be speaking on that.
I mean, you can speak all you want, but they can choose to use whatever they want to. He just,
To answer your question,
he shouldn't have. He shouldn't have, but he can.
He can't help him. He can't help himself. He's Chatty Patty.
He's calling again. Okay, so then also I spoke to a source close to BET because he mentioned that he was trying to buy BET at one point, trying to acquire BET at one point, and the source told me that that was completely not true. That nothing that they can find, and people like anybody they've spoken to on the executive team, no one has any knowledge of that as well. And the source, you know, was just adamant that they wanted that to be, you know, corrected because it wasn't true. And
what
then
about if he bought it through the family offices?
They literally didn't have anything. Okay. Not a family office, not anything. I know you guys mentioned earlier Revolt as well.
Yep.
Same thing was said to me as well about Revolt. The book deal though, that's
he does have a book deal.
The book deal is a thing. Yeah. So shout out.
Yes, he's with Charles Suits 13A. They're putting together a press release right now since Dame announced it here on Breakfast Club this morning.
So you're saying that he's not the chairman of Revolt? Is that what you're saying?
From what I've confirmed, no, and I know you guys also heard the same thing. And I did ask, I went back and I asked the person I was talking to, well, what is happening with him in Revolt? Because he did release a trailer this morning that does have Revolt's logo on there. So what is going on? And they had no idea of anything that was happening, but they were trying to see, they're trying to get me more detail. It doesn't mean that it's not nothing, but they're trying to get more details, but they didn't. They had no idea of anything.
Maybe he did the chairman of the week thing, like Cam did. But I don't know. We gotta wait for the deadline article. He said it's an article coming out today, right? Didn't he say that?
He said that. He said though. He didn't say that.
He said Deadline didn't want to do the article, but there's something coming out somewhere else. And you know, I reached out to Dame and let him know, hey, here's what, you know, my sources are telling me about some of the claims, and he's saying that that's BS. So he says get her. He says I should get a name.
Why do everybody be lying on this man, y'all? Everybody, y'all. That's crazy.
Well, he does have a book deal, so he didn't. That was true.
No. I'm saying everybody seems like everybody lying on him. He's saying these things.
I mean, look, it's one of them things. At this point now,
the chairman thing is big, right? Revolt. That's the chairman thing.
Yeah,
Revolt.
he didn't say chairman of the week,
and he's standing on that. When I left yesterday, he told me that's true, and he let me hear all this record. So he's standing on that. He is the chairman. So I guess we'll find out today, right?
I hope they're not lying on him.
Yeah. Well, this is going to shift gears pretty.
Let's do it.
Okay. Well, in other news, back to, you know, other things that are happening in the world. So Malcolm-Jamal Warner's mom, following the Emmys, and you guys know he was giving the tribute at the Emmys, she is now doing, she's done her first interview. She sat down with Robin Roberts, and you know that she has the legacy for Malcolm-Jamal Warner, and she's pushing the legacy and some of the things that they are doing. So she's speaking out. So she talked to Robin Roberts because she wanted to clarify a few things. And one of the things that she wanted people to know is what actually happened on the day that she got the news. Can we take a listen to Malcolm-Jamal Warner's mom in the cul-de-sac?
I heard you say when you were first told, and you live in a cul-de-sac, and you let out a scream that people from the end of the cul-de-sac came running.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. It was from the bottom of my soul. And what came up and what came out was huge. It was an undescribable pain that resonated throughout my body.
Why were they in Costa Rica? What was the purpose of the
trip? His wife and daughter had been in Costa Rica 3 weeks prior. She's homeschooled, and this was part of an immersion program. And so that was the last week, was for the husbands to come, and this was the fun part.
Oh my God! Definitely sending her healing energy always, man.
Yes, and she, in the interview, she was very, very she was strong. I don't even know if that's the right word to use, but watching it, I didn't really know what to expect.
Yeah.
She did kind of break down at the end of the interview a bit, but she talks so much about his legacy, and there's just a certain sense of connection and reassurance that she has as a mother in this whole situation that I was watching, and I was like, oh my God. Let's take a listen to Malcolm-Jamal Warner's mom speak on his legacy.
I'd like for them to continue to support his legacy and support the MJW Living Legacy page, and love where you can, give when you can. Just be better. Just be better, because that's what he wanted, and that's what he was working toward. We can all be better selves.
See, she's speaking about his legacy for us, right? Like the audience, his fans. But think about it. That's his mother. That's who carried him for 9 months. That's who raised him from a boy to a man. You couldn't even imagine what it is she's going through.
No,
right
not
now.
at all. Burying your child is, oh my goodness.
Yeah, her name is Pamela Warner.
Yes, Pamela Warner. Yes,
Jesus.
and Robin Roberts mentioned too that because that's toward the end of the interview where she kind of gets emotional, starts to break down, and they talk back after the interview plays on camera. She's like, we didn't even include the part where she actually had a moment, because she says, of course. She has her dark days. People are looking at her like, wow, she's so poised through this, but in that moment, she had a moment, and she said to them, I don't want this to be in the interview, because I want people. It doesn't progress this conversation. I don't want people to sit on that. So
I mean, it's still very human. If she did break down, I mean, this just happened.
Yes,
I know we talk about things like, things can.
She's gonna be breaking down for the rest of her life.
Yeah,
that was her son.
Yes.
On social media, we forget about things, but no, this just happened to her son. So.
Yeah,
she's never going to forget about it.
Ever.
Grief is not linear.
And also too, Yes, that is such a great statement. It's not like her days are going to be different. She did also talk about what it's been like for his wife and his daughter as they try and move forward and just grieve. Let's take a listen to that clip.
You don't have the clip?
They were in the water, I think maybe chest deep, even at that, maybe waist deep. There was an undertow.
No, clip 2.
Eddie, okay, he's saying that we have it. It's clip 2.
That's it.
They were in the water, I think maybe chest deep, even at that, maybe waist deep. There was an undertow. And my son was not an experienced swimmer. He did not know how to deal with an undertow.
In the aftermath, initial reports stated Malcolm and his 8-year-old daughter were both spotted struggling in the water, something Pamela denies. From what you have known, she was on
shore. She was not in the water.
She was not in the water.
He was with another gentleman. The same thing happened to the other gentleman, but he was a more experienced swimmer, and he was able to rescue himself. But Malcolm was not. Children process differently. She watched them resuscitate him, try to resuscitate him. So she saw that, and I know that's awfully, awfully traumatic. She loved her father dearly. She adored Papa. He was Papa. So they're both in deep grief.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yes, and they have the Malcolm-Jamal Warner Legacy page, which is where they post everything that they're doing and everything that they want people to support and just keeping his name alive.
Definitely sending condolences and healing energy to that family, man.
100%.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, that is the latest with Loren.
Hold up. Every day I wake up. Wake your ass up. The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?